Welcome to the ZoShow Live. I am Coach Zo, powered by Distal Point Tumbling. Still don't have a motto, but we'll work on that later. I want to thank you guys for coming to the live. I want to thank everyone who came to the replay. Super excited. Gotten a lot of great feedback from our lives over the last 3 days, right? We've only been live like 3 or 4 days, but everybody's been super supportive. Everybody is liking what's going on. And honestly, I don't even need everybody to like it go on, right? But if I could find, I'm trying to speak slower. If I can find one cheer coach, one sponsor who's like, thank you, I needed that. That's really all I need, right? Because I remember what it was like taking over a team, not knowing what to do, not knowing which way was up, not knowing, all I knew is that I wanted to help, but I didn't know how. So if this is helpful, that's all that matters. So today we're going to talk about twisting, okay? Have notes today. Super excited. So there are different schools of thoughts when it comes to twisting, okay? You need to find the school, the training method that makes sense for you. And then you also want to know enough about other ways to teach twisting that makes sense to your athletes, right? If you understand something, if you understand the ins and outs of something, then it's easier for you to transfer that energy into someone else. And then I'm hesitant to say make them understand, but help them understand, right? But with that being said, everyone is different, right? So I like using the term standard deviation, right? If you understand this school of thought, within one standard deviation, you can help 66% of the people that you come into contact with, right? But 2 standard deviations and 3 standard deviations, like there's going to be that one outlier who's super talented but has to hear something a different way, or who's super talented but has to do something a different way. So the more you learn about the different school of thoughts, the better equipped you will be to help them. But with that being said, I'm coaching this one because this one works, it makes sense, and it helps with the progression. I'm all about progression. What I did early in my career was like, I would teach what was easy and I would teach what would work right now. And then when we get them down the ladder, they were not prepared to move on. And then they're frustrated for way longer than they should have been, because everything that they learned, they have to kind of unlearn and then relearn some new things. And I just don't like to do that to people. So this might be a little bit tricky to figure out now, but once you get the hang of it, the progression is going to be so much easier. Okay. I learned the school of thought from Coach Dave Almeida. Love you. Hope you're doing great out there. All right. So first, let's talk about what is twisting. When I teach twisting, I tell my athletes that they want to fold in half. Okay. You want to fold in half, but you want to fold in the direction that you're twisting. So when we're twisting over our right shoulder, I'm going to leave my shoulder here and I'm going to bring everything in this half of my body over, folded, okay? I make them understand that concept. I make them practice that concept. I literally just have them lay down on the ground and then fold over to where they want to go, only using that half of their body. And then come back down, fold. You get the point. The next thing I do when I teach twisting is I tell my athletes you got to get this shoulder. So we're twisting to the right today. You want to get this shoulder to this shoulder, this hip to this hip, and then you want to tee. Oh, you can see my feet. I was worried about that. You want to be able to tee your feet, okay? So when I say tee your feet, I have shoes. I'll be right back. I'm back with the world's largest Flyers shoes, right? So when I say tee your feet, you want to make a literal T with your foot in the way that you're twisting. So this foot, as you're twisting, you're going to bring it around, because when you do that with your foot, it forces your hip. And if you're tight, it'll bring your shoulder. And then all you got to all you got to do is look with your head and you're twisting. Now, when I teach twisting, if you were here yesterday, you know that I teach the twisting drill, okay? The twisting drill is literally, for the twisting drill, all the athlete will do is stand in releve. So they're going to stand up on their toes and they're going to make a nice tight high V, Okay, and then as the coach, I'm going to push on them while they're in that high V, and they have to stay in this position as they go around and around and around and around, right? I'm pushing on them. They just have to stay in that position. That's going to teach them like what to engage. If you push and then this happens, right? They're not engaging their core. So then you teach them, hey, squeeze your core. And then if you push and then their feet move, well, they're just not squeezing their ankles together. And so by having them do that twisting drill, out of breath. By having them do that twisting drill, it teaches them to engage everything while twisting, which is necessary because no base wants to catch feet in the air that are flopping around and looks like they're going to attack them. So we have to have these flyers fly tight, twist tightly so that it's the safest for them, it's the safest for their bases. All right. How to twist. So step 1, I teach them what twisting is. And then step 2 is how to twist. Everything I teach, like I said, is based on progression. So before we move on, I got to tell you something. And you're going to say this to your athletes a lot. Trust me. Okay, what I'm about to say seems counterintuitive. It seems like it won't work, but I promise you it works. I've done it. My college team, the last year, Bethany College, the last year that I coached them, I taught them this method. I made them, because usually I gave them an option because they were adults, but I made them do this method. And 3 weeks later, doubles just started falling out the sky. Okay, so even though it seems counterintuitive, even though it seems like I don't know what I'm talking about, I promise you, trust me, twisting will happen. Okay, so when you twist, you're going to twist in a T. And like, that seems dangerous. If the flyer's in a T in the air, she's going to knock somebody out. If the flyer's twisting at the top, she's going to get caught in a T. When you catch a cradle, it's the same motion, right? So it's not that dangerous. When you're twisting, we're twisting to the right, okay? So you want to take your right arm and you want to throw it behind you. You want to take your left arm and throw it in front of you. So you're going to jump off the ground or, ride your cradle and then throw. As you throw, you're going to stay tight like you were in that twisting drill. And then you're going to twist, okay? You're going to hold. If you're getting caught in the cradle, you'll drive your hips up, toes up. You do your cradle catch, but you're just going to hold this position. They cannot jump off the distal point. They cannot jump out of their flyer's hands, or they can't jump out of their flyer's hands. They can't twist out of their flyer's hands, and they can't twist off the floor. Make sure that they are completely off the floor, and then throw behind, throw in front, and hold. I pray I don't hurt myself, but they're just going to jump, turn, twist. Okay? Why? Well, what Dave showed me is when you look at ice skaters, figure skaters, they start off really wide, and then as they start twisting more and more, they just get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and they just bring their arms to the side. And as we started practicing our twisting that way, the doubles started happening, right? So to do a double twist, right, all you have to do is initiate the same way for the singles. So throw behind, throw in front, and then once you have started that motion, all you need to do is bring your arms down to your side. Okay? Because, now this is going to be the nerdy part, the biomechanical part that I love so much, but because you're already twisting, okay, when you close your arms, you're actually pushing the air around, and so it's going to add another twist. Okay? And then you're just going to stay here, stay nice and tight in a hollow. What I tell my girls who are twisting for the first time is to just throw, close, and then stay tight until the world stops moving. It could be really intimidating. So, I let them know, just go. I'm going to try one double. I hope I don't break anything, especially my fists. But you're going to jump, throw, close, right? So jump, throw, close. Not a girl, but I did a 1.5, right? And all I did was here and here. What I like about that progression is that it doesn't require the athlete to do too much. It doesn't require the athlete to break her line. It doesn't require the athlete to do anything, right? Throw, That's all the energy we expend, and then clean. We've been cleaning as a cheerleader our whole lives. And so it keeps things interesting. When we start asking athletes to, reach, to curl this in, cover your holes, whatever you say, right? So like imagine, this also messes up the full up, but we'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. But like if I reach across my arm like this and I'm keeping everything tight, what happens is my hips go the other way. And then now we're working against ourselves and we don't understand why we're being tight, but our body isn't. So you're going to throw, you're going to close, and there's your double. Now, when do you double? When do you throw doubles? When you feel great about your singles. As long as if the cradle is safe and the full down is safe, then the double down for the flyer is safe for her to try. What you do want to teach. So now let's talk groups time. What you do want to teach when we are trying doubles, when we're going for doubles, is you need to teach the back spot to get her head out of the way. Okay? So she's gonna quarter turn. Imagine it's the flyer. She's gonna turn, okay, head out of the way, and then she's going to hug her bases in. Okay? So we're here. Imagine we're at prep. 5, 6, 7, down. 1, 2, up 3. Double, catch. Okay? Hug your bases in. Leave space for your flyer's face and keep your face out of the way. Okay? But that's a double. I'm all over the place. I wrote notes and I'm still all over the place. I'm sorry. How do we do a drill? How do you do a drill for your flyer who's like, Coach, I want to try a single. I want to try a full down, but I just what are some things we can do? Put them in a cradle. Okay? Put them in a cradle. Ooh, I'm about to preach today. Okay. Put them in a cradle. 5, 6, 7. They'll be in their tee. Nice tight hollow. Dip. Have them throw. Okay? Why am I going this way in a cradle when I want to go this way? I'm sorry. But throw behind, reach, okay? And just have them ride their cradle and get caught in a cradle catch, right? Let's talk about cradle catches since we're here. I like 2-count cradles. I think that they give us the most energy while still keeping good timing. So I like to go 5, 6, 7, 8. We're down. 1, 2. Extend 3, 4. Okay, that gives us more time to get everything together as we cradle, get more energy from our legs, and then really flick through those fingertips at the top of our cradle. So do the cradle, have them in their cradle catch, dip them, boom, have them twist and hold the cradle position for a single, and then for the double, dip, throw, twist, close, having them hold that closed position at the end of their cradle. Let's talk about some common things that happen when you try to do a double. If you have athletes, and forgive me, but I think a majority of us, and you can correct me, but I think a majority of us have athletes who have been doing singles their whole career. I think it's simple enough. Maybe it's not, right? But I think we have athletes who've been doing singles forever, full downs forever, and so when we try to get them to go into their double down, they have a timer in their head that's like, okay, I did my single, I should be catching. And so they're going to do their single and they're going to look down and then they're going to open their bodies, which is going to do what? Slow them down to get ready to get caught in their single. Another reason why I tell my athletes when they go for the doubles to throw, close their arms, close their eyes, and stay tight until the world stops moving. If they don't see where they're at, then they won't open up and they won't slow themselves down, sabotage themselves. Okay, so I gave you some drills for the flyer to get comfortable with doubles. Make sure that your back spot learns how to hug the catch. Okay, some of us what if your flyer is clumsy? Coach, I do not trust my back spot to not trip while she goes this way and then we don't have a back spot. That's fair, okay? Well, then we have to teach them the shoulder catch method. Again, they have to get low and keep their face away from the flyer's head. So they're going to get underneath the stuff. So instead of catching cradle here, we're going to get nice and low and then catch the cradle here, aiming for shoulders. Okay, stopping the shoulders. This is one shoulder, and then coming back up and then finishing the stunt. Okay. one aesthetic thing. One thing about aesthetics, doubles take a little bit longer. And so if you have a group that really, really wants to double, they're a stronger group, or not even a stronger group, but they have shown a willingness to be competent, to keep their flyers safe. I hate injuries. I hate injuries. But if they love and care, and they care about their flyers, then you'll tell the bases catch a little bit lower, right? Because doubles take longer. So just get a little bit lower on that cradle catch, and then maybe even give them a little pop, finish that double for them, and then set them down. Especially when flyers are first learning how to double, they might need a little bit of time. So if the bases can safely, I like to catch my cradles up here, gives me more time to fix anything if it goes wrong. Most bases like to catch their cradles up here for a double. Stay down here. As long as those bases care about their flyers, I'm cool with it. If you have a group of bases that are indifferent about their flyer, don't even mention it. Have them catch that 1 1/4 or that 1 1/2, and then just pop to finish it to the top. Don't put anybody's life in danger. So, twisting. When we teach twisting, we want to tell our athletes to fold their bodies in half in the way that they're going. Okay, when our twisting drill, when we're teaching twisting, have your flyer do the twisting drill, being unmovable in this position, holding their position as they go around. Okay, somebody's going to try to turn them, they need to hold that position. When teaching twisting, when doing a twisting cradle, a full down, force them to do it from a T position. They're going to want to be here. They're going to want to be here. Force them to just stay in a T. Okay. There are a lot more variables if we have to go from here to here. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's 6 inches. So that could be harder. Here to here. Now we have to go down 6 inches and twist 30 degrees. It's too many variables. Stay in your T. Close your T. Simple. Okay. A very great drill to learn how to single down, how to fold down. Have them start in a cradle catch position, dip 5, 6, 7, go 1, 2, up 3, 4, and then give them the count. Throw on 5, okay? Throw on 5, 6. That way they know how long they have to wait. Pop, pop, and then catch. Set them down, and then when throwing, full downs, double downs with a group, make sure that the back spot turns to the corner of the group. Hugs, okay, there should be okay. Oh, this is on camera. Praise the Lord. Yeah, they're gonna step to the right. Hopefully this is they're gonna step to the left. They want their right hand catching, their dominant arm catching. So if it's their right arm, have them put their right arm out. If it's their left arm, have them step out to their whatever the case may be. I do it opposite because I learned opposite. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, make sure that they're catching the shoulders with this arm. And then for your bases, if they love, care, and want to keep their flyer safe, you can tell them to catch a little bit lower to give their flyer time to finish their double. And that's how you teach your groups how to twist. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. As always, follow the page. Leave comments as to what else we want to learn about. And then have a great day. We have an eclipse today. I don't know what that means. My wife's telling me it's going to be super dark. I feel like 10 years ago we had a similar eclipse and it was a regular day. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to enjoy the day. Sorry that the live was so early, but I have to coach tonight and then I don't get home till 10 p.m. and that's bedtime. So thank you for being here. And let's get the tools that we need to help the people that we lead succeed. Thank you so much. Let's go get it. Peace.